Good evening. My name is Emmett Michael Brown. I am currently enrolled in the Master of Legal Studies here with Trinity. I recently finished my Master in Divinity from Western Theological Seminary. Um, when I was praying and figuring out what was the next steps, I felt like God was pushing me into this direction because while there's a great propensity for a lot of pastors to be involved in social work, there's not a whole lot of them who really understand the legal system or how it really works. So I felt God was calling me to this particular degree for that reason. I have been an associate pastor for the last 8 years or so at a couple of different churches. Upon finishing my Master of Divinity, I finished what's called the Classis exams for the Reformed Church of America, and now I officially have licensure as a minister in the Reformed Church, which basically just means that I have permission to be a pastor in any Reformed church in the country that chooses to put up with me. My family, I have a wife that I've been married to for almost 11 years now. We have one son together who is 6 years old. His name is Jackson. He's my man cub. My wife had 3 kids from previous marriage, and she had 2 daughters and a son. The 2 daughters live with us. They are Reagan, who is 15, and her 20-year-old daughter, Bethany, recently moved back home with us. And on top of that, I have my mother living with us. It's what everybody wants. Come full circle, that mom not living with you. My hobbies, as you see behind me, I was a comic book fan before it became popular. I was a comic book fan back when you still got beat up for admitting you liked Captain America or Spider-Man, so it's kind of cool that now everyone's jumped on board. I have just under 4,000 comic books of my own and 500 some odd action figures. I am a member of a commissioner for the City of Holland for the Neighborhood Improvement Committee. I also serve on the board of directors for a ministry group called Escape Ministries that deals with teenagers. My whole purpose behind going for this degree was to have enough of an understanding of our legal system and how laws work so that I can be able to help those that God put in my path. Be it this class on philosophy or the next one I'm taking on constitutional law, which I'm taking both of them at the same time. It is my hope that by taking these classes, I will be better prepared to do the ministry that I feel God's called me to do, part of which is, reconciliation, both racially, socioeconomically, and just bringing people back into proper relationship with God. And sometimes people feel that their personal lives and things in their past and all this stuff gets in the way of it. And I just want to be as equipped as possible to be able to help them realize that God loves them in spite of what's going on, and also being able to help them to put some of their past behind them. That's what I hope to get out of taking these and any of the other classes I would be taking. Ultimately, I'd love to serve as a pastor. Like I said, with my current licensure from the Reformed Church of America, I can take on a church. It's just a matter of finding one that wants to put up with me. I tend to be more conservative in my theology to a point. I believe certain things are wrong, but I don't necessarily always agree with the hardcore right of the Reformed tradition either. Kind of somewhere in the middle for as far as that goes. I look forward to our discussions and what it is we all take away from it. Thank you for listening to me, and have a very blessed night.